Now, we all know by now that Formula 1 Dutch sensation Max Verstappen won the 2021 Formula 1 World Championship, clinching the coveted prize from competitor Lewis Hamilton in the last lap of the last race of the season. After his win, we saw how emotional and proud Max's father Jos Verstappen was as visuals of the two sitting in the paddock and sharing an emotional moment together went viral. After the championship victory, Max Verstappen revealed how influential his father has been in his journey to become the champion. He said, "It's a life mission my dad and myself had from when I was a little kid. My dad basically threw everything at it. He believed in me, he went all the way. When you achieve something like this, it was very emotional talking to my dad. You think back to all the travels throughout Europe you did in the van and go-karting back in the day, working towards that ultimate goal." Max's father Jos is no stranger to Formula 1, having raced in the pinnacle of motorsports for 8 seasons, but he could not win the championship. Jos wanted his son to achieve what he could not, and hence put Max into karting at the tender age of 4, which was a big reason Max is as good as he is today. This fact was praised by Max's former team boss Franz Tost, who said, "I think one of the most important facts is the dedication his father Jos did. He started karting being 5-6 years old. He was living on the kart track. That means he was trained in a very special manner." When asked about Max, Jos said, "Max was my life project. I wanted to win with him, become a champion. We had a goal together. I found the time with Max much more fun than my own career. Put it this way, I did more for Max's career than for my own career." Jos Verstappen was very resilient and wanted his son to be the best of the best, and hence he was very hard on him from the very beginning, and now finally Jos believes that Max is the one to beat in qualifying 100% and on track as well. Now, Jos narrated an incident in an interview where he revealed, "I remember he was probably 8 or 9. We went to the go-kart track and in wintertime it was freezing. So I let the van run so that it could warm up. We did 10 laps and he said, 'Cold.' And I said, 'Go warm up.' Then 3 minutes later I was like, 'Where is he now? Come on, I'm still cold.' I said, 'I don't care, drive.' He couldn't move his fingers, but I didn't care because I wanted to test things because I was building engines and chassis. I wanted to have a result. I wanted to move forward." In another interview, Verstappen Sr. told Car Next at the end of last season, "I even did that during Formula 3 and it helped, I must say. He saw me as a lunatic. I was hanging over the wall telling him to go quicker. He doesn't need that now. It's in him, it's inside him, and he doesn't need it anymore. He knows how to qualify." At the beginning of his career in Formula 3, he was still finding that perfect lap. During his Formula 1 career, he's improved on that quite a lot. Max Verstappen is very grateful to his father and will forever be indebted to him. "What he did for me is of course unbelievable. I can never thank him enough for that. Of course there are plenty of fathers who do a lot for their child, but that intensively. I couldn't possibly mention everything that he did," said Max when asked about his father's role in his success. Jos Verstappen has had a huge impact in Max Verstappen's success and has always been on his side and will be with him till the end of the road. His involvement from the beginning has been praised by Red Bull boss Helmut Marko, who said, "You have to see that from the start. His father Jos was a successful Formula 1 driver, a quick one. He built his son up with all his knowledge, avoiding any mistakes." However, Helmut said that Red Bull's relation with the Verstappen family was not very good and smooth at the beginning, and that Jos, being so committed in his son's career, was very good for him and his success, but it sometimes was too much. And Jos seemed to cross the lines on a few occasions, and there was one incident in 2016 where Red Bull had to tell Jos Verstappen that he really had to take a step back. This incident occurred back in 2016, when Max was racing for Red Bull's sister team Toro Rosso with Carlos Sainz as his teammate. Graham Watson, the Toro Rosso manager at that time, expressed that both Max and Sainz had great rookie seasons and were both very competitive. But their fathers were even more competitive as compared to them and caused more trouble to the team in comparison to the two sons. To be quite honest, I didn't experience it that way, although both were very driven and the fathers actually much more, Watson told motorsport.com. Watson further said that he had known Sainz Sr. from his rallying days and also had a good relationship with Jos as well, but both fathers were overprotective of their sons and always wanted to make sure that their son was not being treated unfairly by the team, i.e. their teammate was not given any special treatment or advantages or preference, and the team told them that both the youngsters were given equal treatment. Watson also said, Jos also felt disadvantaged in his own career and certainly thought with Benetton that he was being treated unfairly. I'm not telling any secrets with that, that's publicly known. Max definitely didn't want that to happen, and most of all wanted to beat his teammate. He really has the mentality. I will not allow the team to be built around my teammate, the team will be built around me. Because of my years in the pit box, it may strike me more than others, but I clearly see Jos's hand in that. He recalled how passionate Jos was about Max's career and always made sure that his son was not treated the way that he was when he was at Benetton, and how he would make his feelings known to everyone if he felt that the team could do things differently for the better of his son, and would sometimes try to take matters into his own hands. Jos was of course also used to having full control over Max's career from the karting days, told Watson. When Max came to us, the team looked different than it does now, less professional. Jos perhaps doubted whether our team was of the level to help his son further in F1. I noticed this especially in the fact that Jos tapped my shoulder every day and asked, "Graham, what about this and what about that?" At one point I had to be a bit blunt and say, "For F's sake, just let the team members do their job." In spite of all of these, Max Verstappen was fully focused on one thing, that is his driving, and continued to drive brilliantly, getting an incredible 4th place in Hungary in 2015. Red Bull was so impressed by his driving that they decided to promote him to Red Bull Racing, swapping him with Danny Kvyat just after 4 races of the 2016 season, with the aim of making him the youngest Formula 1 champion. However, Red Bull knew how important a part of Max's career had Jos been, and how he could sometimes be so intimidating, trying to take charge of various matters and making sure his son got everything he wanted to succeed based on the experiences with Toro Rosso. Hence, when Max joined Red Bull, they made it known to Verstappen Sr. that he would have to be relaxed and take the back seat and let the team develop their son and one day make him the champion, which they certainly did. Watson says it was quickly made clear to Jos in no uncertain terms that he wouldn't be allowed to play such a big role in his son's career anymore and would have to step back. Only when Max came to Red Bull did they tell Jos that he really had to take a step back. He said, "I don't have children myself, but I can well imagine that letting go of your son is quite difficult." Jos Verstappen might not have been comfortable at that time, as he had been beside his son in every step of the journey, there to give him support and confidence. Jos might have had his doubts, but today he will not be regretting his decision, as Red Bull have proved again that they're one of the best when it comes to nurturing raw talent and developing them into future greats. Jos Verstappen might have been strict and hard on his son, but his methods have helped his son become the aggressive and amazing driver he is today, not afraid of anyone, ready to take risks in order to become the best of the best. Thanks for watching the video. Please hit the like button and also subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content.